just got two of Fender's new pedals, their tube distortion pedal and their Tremolo reverb pedal. And we're going to go through some of the sonic options available to us today. We're going to start with the reverb pedal, well, just 'cause, really. It has tremolo and reverb built in, which is super useful if you're like me and you like old gear like this old Sears Silvertone, that yes, it does have reverb and it is an interesting reverb. It's not always the most usable reverb. So there's 3 settings on the Tre-Verb, which reminds me of Trey Cool from Green Day, great name. I'm right now in the first setting, which is the 63 setting, which is their take on like the outboard reverb tanks that like the surf guitar players would use, which is a nice, pretty convincing which is a really good sound. Just making sure I'm not clipping out on that end there. That seems good. Let's do the same thing in the neck pickup of this old Fender Mustang. Pretty neat. Let's go down the toggle one time. And by the way, it's so pretty that they have little LEDs that light up on the knobs that you can switch on and off if you so desire. I think it's that switch back there, yeah. I think the idea is that on a bright stage, or a dark stage rather, that would be a pretty useful thing so you could see where your settings are from standing tall. Let's see, I am in 65 setting, which is the reverb modeled after what came on the first amp that had reverb built in, at least by Fender, to my knowledge. The blackface Fender Deluxe. We'll stay in the neck pickup and play a little Neil Young. Just like to listen to that. Yeah, I like that sound. That's a good sound. The sound that I like the most, though, that you hear me play in the triumphant opening of this, is the plate setting, which is like, that's modeled after 70s studio plate reverb. I don't really know how that works, but that's what it's modeled after. And yeah, that is like, I don't know how, it's like less springy and more reverby. Yeah, that's how I test reverb, by the way. You hit it and you listen to the wash to see what its personality is. Let's do the same thing. Let's see how washy it gets. I'm going to turn the blend and the dwell, like all the way up. Which that's nice and ambient for those of you who are more shoegazy. For me, I tend to keep things, you know, I like it there. I got my blend and my dwell pretty low down. Maybe a little more than that. I leave the tone in the middle. Let's see what happens if we make the tone really bright. Yeah, you can see that affects the tone of the wash. I'm going to leave that in the middle. Now let's hop over, we'll jump around to the tube distortion pedal. Somehow, this is designed in coordination with Bruce Egnater. It says so on the back of the pedal, I read it. There's a little tube in there. Oh wait, that's the boost. And yeah, I love that. It has a little Fender jewel light on there. So this is a setting that I'm using. I got my gain about halfway up, treble and mids rolled down a little, and bass turned up a bit. Yeah, and that seems to work well with this old Silvertone. That's nice. Now the fun thing about this pedal, which makes it pretty darn useful, is built into it. I guess similar to I guess a lot of good overdrives will have this feature where you can also, you can boost it for the solo. Yeah, if you set the boost right. Yeah, so you could be going and then boost. Shreddy. And they did an interesting thing. They have a tight knob here, which is for the boost, which I think scoops the lows out. Let's see. I can't really hear a difference. Okay, I can't tell what that does, to be honest. Seemed like it got a little different. Same lick. Okay, that definitely made it darker when I put it all the way the other way. I guess we'll just leave that in the middle. Let's go ahead and bring in reverb also. I'm in bridge pickup. Let's see. Ooh, that's an interesting thing. Let's see. We're going to disengage boost. Yeah, I like it without the boost right now. Bridge pickup. Let's play some kinks. I'm going to have to pause. I'm running out of gigs on my memory card here. All right, so we're back. We're still here with the tube distortion pedal. Let's go ahead and see like where our gain options are. Again, here's bypass. Let's see what happens if we just like do really silly settings. Like let's turn the middle. Let's play with the middle here. Let's turn that reverb off so we're not distracted by that. That's kind of a weird sound. Let's see what happens. Where's our treble sweep take us to? Yeah, okay, that's ear bleed. Let's leave that where I had it, kind of a little less than middle, and let's see where our bass kind of. That's why I kind of turn that up. I like it to fatten it up just a little bit. It does, yeah. It does seem to be a pretty compressy sounding pedal. Let's see if I can get it to be more transparent, as they say. Let's pick a different chord to mess around with here. Bypass. Engage. Let's play something a little more tasteful. I guess I'm being really riffy today. Let's bring in some reverb to that, make it sweeter. Yep, there we go. It does seem to me that it's the tube distortion. It's definitely, yeah. It's always there. I can't seem to get it to be totally transparent, but it's a good sound. Let's leave that on in my setting that I'm enjoying. Now, final thing is, let's go back over to the tremolo side, which I really like also of their Tre-Verb pedal. So between the two, it seems like for me, the Tre-Verb's the winner. Again, 3 settings. We're going to start with the toggle down, which is HM, which is harmonic varied by vibrato, tremolo, whatever you want to call it. And that's what was in the brown face amps, which actually modulates the signal. And side bonus, it gets you close to a univibe type sound. Speaking of modulation, we did a key change there. That's fine. Now, if we go up to bias, that's more like what's in a Princeton reverb, which is, yeah, it's the power tubes themselves are throbbing. Let's play some Credence. Let's listen to that. And of course, let's hear bridge. Which that's a super useful sound. And then top is opto, which is what's in blackface amps, where it's not the tubes themselves that are cutting in and out with volume, but it's like a little chip in there. And that's going to be a choppier sound. We're staying the neck. Oh, let's play more Credence. Now, oh, just for fun, let's go back to harmonic. We're going to add the I'm sneaking in some analog delay there also. Yeah, that's a nice sound. Let's engage the boost function. Boy, yeah, sure is a lot of fun to play with. I think they really did a good job putting a lot of features in these pedals. They look pretty. I like all the lights blinking and flashing down there. There you have it. Enjoy some more of me noodling with the guitar.